Hello students, welcome to week 4 for PRL 510, PR research and evaluation. Thank you all for bearing with us last week with our technical issues with Lancer Mail being down. Everything is back up now, but my email was affected starting Wednesday morning of last week, which was the 21st through the 24th. So if you send an email anytime between then, I did not get it. So please resend it if it's something that you need me to address as of now. With that, we are still in the Smith text. We're on step 6, developing the message strategy. In the Stacks text, we're reading chapter 5, which deals with qualitative research methods. As you go through some of the course content, please know that we have our midterm this week, as well as a reflective essay number 4, and your case study, which is due in week 8, is assigned. Last week in week 3, the research project was assigned, but it's not due until week 6. So I want to clarify all of that is required for that is not due until week 6. We'll have some explicit instruction on that in week 5 to give you some prep for it, and I'll give you a little overview today as well. However, be looking for that in week 5. You do have your fieldwork case study that is due in week 8 is officially assigned this week. And the reason why this is structured like this in Blackboard is to give us a good overview of what we need to know that's coming up and things to prepare for. So not necessarily everything that is posted in Blackboard is due in the week that it's assigned. And if for any reason whatsoever you're at all confused, please refer to the syllabus. It has all the explicit due dates in the syllabus. And then if you still need help and some clarification on that, then definitely refer to me and email me or phone me or give me a phone call or something like that. So reflective essay number 4 is right here. After you've read the Smith text, which deals with developing the message strategy, explain what developing the message means to you and with some outside sources. So whenever we say anything about explain, we mean please include outside sources, at least 2 at all times. Tell us what that means in about 2 pages. Provide an example of using a message or developing a message strategy in an organization and what that would look like for work as a PR practitioner, and how you think appropriate delivery methods should be and things of that nature. So that's the reflective essay number 4 there. Remember, everything is due on Sunday. You have a midterm where you're writing 700 to 800 words approximately for each question. You are answering each of the 5 questions and telling me what I need to know about those particular questions based off of all of the course reading and such this week. Please do keep in mind that that this is due on Sunday. When we say please cite other sources as needed, that is a requirement. All graduate work is expected to have at least 2 outside sources per assignment. So you'll see with 5 different questions, you'll have definitely multiple sources because you may not be able to use each outside source for each question, or you may be able to, but just keep that in mind. I'm looking for at least 2 outside sources from the text. And that's the midterm. The case study, like I said before, this is not due until week 8. You're going to write a 4 to 5 page case study where you're critically evaluating a PR case from one of the cases listed provided on the Action PR Group website. You will look there, find one, pick one, and figure out what you think that you need to know in terms of critiquing it and doing a case study and an analytical assessment of the PR essay code of ethics. Explicit instructions for this will be posted in week 7 after we finish the research project, so not to bombard you at all, but this is posted here just to keep you afloat in knowing what is coming after the research project. This is your critical assignment and will be due in week 8 there is a rubric in the week 8 folder as well. I'm going to go back to week 3 to show you the instructions for the research project. That way we can address any issues with that now. So this here stated to begin the research assignment. Remember, this was assigned last week. You should be working on it this week, next week, and it's formally due in week 6. You do not have to work in groups. I know some of you have already decided to work in groups. If you have not notified me of your group, I do need to know ASAP because I need to keep track of what students are working in groups and things of that nature. You're writing an 8 to 12 page paper using full APA. That's with running headers, cover page, abstract, all that stuff, which should go without saying, to where you're identifying a company and its public relations performance and analyzing their research efforts to determine the effectiveness of what that company is doing from a PR perspective, PR research perspective. You will then, after that, post a minimum of a 4-slide PowerPoint and VoiceThread. So if you're not sure what VoiceThread is voicethread.com. It's an account where you post your PowerPoints to and add audio version to it, and it automatically plays it in a movie-like setting. That is required. It's a free service. You will need to use that for this assignment. And you will present your research project to the class utilizing VoiceThread. So it's twofold. You're writing the paper and then you're doing a presentation using VoiceThread. You'll review everything that you need to do, reply to appropriate course mates and things like that in week 6. We're simply starting this now. We're starting this now so I can address any issues you may have with what you need to look for. So some students have asked me, what is it? How do they find information about a company without having access to the company? So what you will need to do then is you'll need to go and you can look at, if this is a large company, look and see how they exchange on the stock market and things of that nature, what their performance has been like, what their overall, it's really easy to gauge public opinion by doing organic Google searches and things of that nature to see what their consumers think of this company. You'll need to do outside research about it, about the company. If it's a very large company, there's a strong chance that it's probably published some of its public relations cases or their campaigns and such, and you can go and look for that either on the company website, through PRSA, things of that nature. You need to provide its overall evidence of what this company is doing when it comes to PR research and evaluation. If the company is smaller, you may have direct access to them and can ask them things and things of that nature. Just know that this requires a lot of outside work. That's why it was assigned last week, to begin thinking about it and getting the ball rolling. If you have not already, you're completely okay, but do keep that in mind. So to clarify, we will go back to the week 4 learning activities. And we will share here that you have your reflective essay number 4 due on Sunday, as well as your midterm. So 2 formal things due this week, and then your field work case study is time for you to start thinking about that. That comes in week 8. You'll have formal instruction on that in week 7. I'll give you a little more rundown next week in week 5, what to expect with your research assignment. Contact me ASAP with any questions, and I pray you all have a blessed week.